Bit of NASCAR news for you guys. There's a change in the lineup for this weekend's XFinity Series race at the Texas Motor Speedway. Kyle Larson is going to be filling in for Connor Zilisch after Zilisch sustained a heavy impact at Talladega last weekend. Zilisch, who is currently in 6th place in the XFinity Series standings overall, secured a victory earlier this season at the Circuit of the Americas. Now, this isn't Larson's first start in the XFinity Series this season. Indeed, he's made 2 previous ones in 2025. It's not uncommon for NASCAR drivers to compete in the Cup Series, the XFinity Series, and on occasion, the Craftsman Truck Series as well, because they're all run on different days and at the same circuits. However, Cup Series drivers are now limited to a maximum of 5 XFinity Series races throughout a given calendar year, so this would be Larson's 3rd for 2025. The incident involving Zilisch occurred late on at Talladega, as he was battling for the lead. While attempting to block a run by Jesse Love, Zilisch was turned and slid headfirst into the inside wall. Despite complaining about back pain in the in-car radio following the crash, Zilisch stated the x-rays were clear after visiting the medical center. "Just a big hit like that," he said. "Everything compresses and you feel it. But I'm all good." However, after following up with his doctors this week, it turns out he was not all good, unfortunately. Trackhouse Racing announced on Wednesday night that Zilisch would miss the Texas race. The team declined to comment on the extent of the lower back injury and whether Zilisch had sustained any fractures. The Xfinity Series has a 2-week break following the race this weekend in Texas, so that could give Zilisch enough time to recover and get back in the car as soon as possible. However, Zilisch is meant to be competing in both the Xfinity and Cup Series weekends during the Memorial Day and Charlotte weekends. Now, this has a knock-on effect actually when it comes to the playoffs, as to be eligible for the playoffs while missing a regular season race, Zilisch will need to obtain a waiver from NASCAR to be able to do so. Similar to how Kyle Larson last season, when he couldn't compete in Charlotte, he got a waiver for that because it was all down to the weather there and all the delays, so he couldn't actually complete the race. And in this case with Zilisch, he will most likely get a waiver. It's rare that you will not get one for a medical problem such as this. It's not exactly Zilisch's fault that he cannot compete in NASCAR for this weekend. So there we go, guys. All the best to Zilisch in your recovery. I hope it all goes well, and I hope you're back in the car soon, and I'm sure you'll get that waiver. I'm sure it won't be a problem. This could actually give an advantage to Larson, though, because he'll get extra track time compared to his Cup Series compatriots. So I really do think this could give a bonus to him. So is Kyle Larson now the favourite for the victory on Sunday in the Cup Series? Well, we'll see how he gets on in the Xfinity Series. It's always cool seeing a Cup Series driver compete in the Xfinity Series at the end of the day, particularly one who is as talented as Larson. But who is your pick for the victory in the Cup Series this weekend? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world today, guys. And let's hope for a great and safe weekend of NASCAR action in Texas.